mighty. Not because you want to, but you have to. Be bold and no time to be bashful. Grab life by the horns like a natural. Be sharp, be quick, and be agile. Never ever let a competitor catch you. Stay ahead of whatever is trying to pass you. Though it's not a race, sometimes that's how you gotta operate.
Okay. Fine, freaking Good night. Okay, hopefully that's fixed. Everything, all the scuff. As soon as I decide to do something like multi-stream, all the scuff has to start. So, alright, we're finally back in business. All the audio right. I can see the audio levels now. They're actually working like they're supposed to. And hopefully I don't sound like tin candy or anything like that. Jeez. What a pain. Okay. So, hello and welcome. I am called the Scuff Doctor for a reason. So, hello and welcome. My name is Samuel Ray, also known as Dr. Sam or the Scuff Doctor, and this is S-Factor Labs. As soon as I decide to do something like start multi-streaming again, everything has to fall apart. So, but we're finally there. We're finally there. So, now we got everything working. Huzzah. Alright. So, the way we got this, give me a second here. I have the chat split on screen. I feel like maybe I need to label them though. But, we'll work that out later. I've already spent enough time dealing with this scuff, so, yeah. So, I am multi-streaming again, finally. After a lot of deliberation, I decided to do that. And we are now on YouTube and on Twitch. So, yeah. We'll see how things go going forward with all this. Now that I got these details worked out here, I do realize that I accidentally have a certain setting that I cannot change while live set up, so we're just gonna have to let it rock. But yeah, no, we got it working. So what I wanted to do today, because something that recently released and something I've been getting into a lot lately, is I've been getting back into racing games, and so I wanted to try this out. They released on PlayStation this thing that's essentially an onboarding tool for Gran Turismo, which I really haven't played much. I remember once borrowing it from someone way back, and on the PS2. I think it was Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, but I didn't get very far into it at all, because I didn't quite get it at the time. I think it was just one of those things where I was too young at the time to really get it. But now I'm older, and I'm kind of rediscovering my love for racing and stuff like that. Been trying some simulator games. This is more of not a simulator, it's kind of an in-between of an arcade game and a simulator, so I wanted to give it a try, see what it's like, and kind of ask the question, which feels better to someone who's just getting back into this stuff, and, you know, which one just feels better to play. So, since I don't have Gran Turismo 7, the most recent one, this is the perfect way to kind of compare Gran Turismo and Forza. Figure why not try something new while I'm, you know, experimenting and trying to get this to work. Because, okay, I can hear the PS4 starting to sound like it's going to take off. It's kind of sounding like an airplane now. Hopefully the microphone's not picking that up too much. Good lord, that sounds like it's about to take off the runway. I remember people talking about that, and I remember not really hearing that. But now I'm starting to hear it. Alright. So... that's a little odd there, the picture in the middle. 5 game modes to familiarize you with this. First need to license the license center. See, and this... Oh, they made it look like a computer screen. This was where I kind of got hung up when I played Gran Turismo a long time ago. Was you had to take a driver's license test, basically. To get to the first stage of things, and I didn't know what the heck I was supposed to do. I couldn't grasp it at the time, but I think now, oh wow, that's a lot of options. They really do. What? Learn how to play a demo of cars racing up. Interesting. That's a lot of options. I thought I... Huh? I thought I turned that off. Wow, I'm starting to get all sorts of stuff that I don't even remember being a thing. Where did this come from? Huh, I don't remember telling that to do that. Interesting. That's a lot of options. Holy smokes. Okay then. Challenges complete within a certain amount of time. So it's tutorial slash you do some challenges and then you're able to actually participate in the other game modes. Interesting. So I still have a lingering cough from when I was sick, and my voice may sound just a little different than normal, but it is what it is. I'm also gonna need to figure out how to... I gotta change my overlays on the fly a little bit. Okay. Whew. Okay. So stick, D-pad, or tilt. Interesting. Let's just stick to the stick for now. And triggers. Since there's analog triggers. Gotta say, for PS4, this looks pretty impressive, graphics-wise. Alright, let's see if I can change my overlays on the fly real quick. I want to get rid of one element real quick. Okay, a little demonstration of driver assistance features. Oh, well, they visualize the braking zone. Okay, okay. Usually that's denoted on the racing line, not given its own visualizer. That's interesting. Alright. Let's take it. Sorry, computer. More scuff. Alright. I need to drag this over to this monitor. There we go. Alright. So let me check one thing here. Oh. Huh. Darn it. Okay. Give me a second. Let me fix that. Thanks for the heads up. I'm trying to figure out how all this works. Okay, so let's remove that right there. Alright, let's see if that changes that. Alright. So let's see. Let me type something over here just to test. Okay, I think I fixed that. Nope. Dang it. Okay. How do I fix that? Just a sec. Okay, so let's see what happens if I do this. Alright, one more test. Okay. I think that succeeded. And then I'm going to test it over here. Just a second. Alright, I think I got it fixed. Yeah. Alright, thanks for the heads up, Sai. I wasn't sure if this was going to work, but you reminded me to test this out, and it does work. So now I have it so that the Restream bot is able to merge the chats over on YouTube, but not on Twitch. Haha. Alright. And now that also means I can do this. So if I take, let's see, is that what it calls it? Okay. And then save. Okay. Alright, I think we've succeeded. Hey, what's up? What's up, like? Thank you, thank you. I gotta admit, there was one, I'm still not a big fan of Twitch's administrative staff and some of the decisions they've made. However, one thing I do miss about the Twitch culture is how the community is much more likely to want to actually chat and interact. YouTube's full of a lot more lurkers, which is alright in and of itself, since YouTube's more about watching videos and not necessarily needing to interact while live streaming. So I get it. Different cultures, different origins, right? But in this case, while I'm streaming, I like to interact with the community more. So I figure multi-streaming over there might just create a better, you know, just might bring some of that culture back. Alright, let's test something out here too. Save. Alright, so hopefully that'll fix that for the on-screen display. We're testing multiple things. Alright. But yeah, I know. Not a whole lot of people like what they're doing, so it's crazy. Alright. So what I usually do, so back to the game, what I usually do in racing games now, as I'm getting back into them, is I don't have the driving line on all the time. I prefer it only to show me on the corners. Just as a heads up of what turns are coming up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to alter those settings to fit my purposes a bit better. And see if I can perhaps reduce some of these, like braking indicators and stuff. I'm also going to go to chase cam, because I much prefer being able to see the car when I'm playing with the controller. I only do the cockpit view when I'm using my sim wheel and pedal setup, but that is I only use VR for that. So, alright, here we go. So real quick, let's go intermediate. Let's see. Okay, is there a way I can modify some of these? So I want to change this to corners only. I guess I can't in this tutorial. So we'll just have to do that another time. Okay. Controls. How do I change my view? R1. Okay. Alright, we're good. There we go. Wait, they only have one chase camera? Interesting. Oh, lordy, this thing doesn't want to corner very well. That chase cam could use some work. I feel like it's a bit too snapped to the car. Like, honestly, I prefer if it allows a little more rotation of the car on screen. Just so that you can... I don't know, it gives more of the dynamic feel to the... Because like this, the way it just... Like, you can see the car lean, you can see the body roll. You can see it lean as you turn. The graphics look great, though, for PS4. Not gonna lie. Oh, crap. I think I accidentally hit no, but I guess that's correct. I'm gonna stick with intermediate, and then I'm gonna change the driving line. But yeah, soon I'm going to go for... oh yeah, so now that we're talking also about me being back to Twitch, I am gonna start getting back into some of the old games I used to stream. Warframe, I've heard Warframe 1999 is out. I want to try that sometime, so... I'll have to check that out. And we can start introducing some things back into the channel, like drops and other stuff like that. And who knows, if we can hit 3 average viewers on Twitch again, then we can reactivate affiliate. Because that's all I need to be eligible again. Which would mean channel points and redeems again and all that good stuff. Vision that can serve as a fake marker. Okay. Interesting. So now can I actually manually change any of these? No? So I can only use presets. I see. That's unfortunate. Okay. Again, the graphics look great for a PS4 game. Not gonna lie. I am seeing some shadow pop in. The shadows are kind of on the wall, are being generated right in front of the car. Wait, was I supposed to stop in this area? Oh. Hello, hello. Keith Tabor, welcome, welcome. The way GT7, Gran Turismo 7 cars turn onto corner in third person. Exactly, exactly. That's one. And you know what that's caused by? It's caused by the oh hey, it's caused by the way the camera is like snapped to the car, right? Like the car has it's hard snapped to the car, hard attached. And so by having no desync in the car's movements and the camera's movements, that's what creates that feel of the rolling brick, right? And it also reduces the sense of speed, right? Okay, so I need to accelerate faster. I need to hold the brake a little faster here. Right here. There we go. Now we should have got... Wait, that was only silver? So how in the heck am I supposed to get... Okay, so let's try it again. So it looks like I need to brake even later. I need to use super late braking in order to get the gold. No. Oh, there it is. Nope. Within your reach. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Forza Motorsport already, so... Wait, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Lame. I almost had it perfect, but because the butt of the car was sticking out from that finish zone, it didn't count it. Boo. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, now we're done. But yeah, so what we're gonna do here is we are going to play through probably most, if not all of this. This little my first Gran Turismo. Just get a feel for it, and then pop over to some Forza Motorsport and compare the experience for both. The presentation, the driving feel, at least on a controller here. I have a sim racing rig, but it's not compatible with PlayStation. It's Xbox and PC, and I don't have a... Well, this game isn't even on Xbox, so doesn't work for our purposes here. But yeah, so I only use it when I'm using a VR headset anyway. So alright, so now it's about cornering. And now we're going to get a feel for how this thing feels while cornering. Not only how it feels, but also how it looks. Because visual presentation is important for these kind of games. So the camera tilts with the body of the car? Huh. That's interesting. So I need to be a bit more... There we go. Oh. Lost some acceleration there. Huh. That was only a silver. Now, I heard you don't necessarily need gold in order to get everything in this. So, we're actually going to kind of skip that. Yeah, see, there we go. That is strange how the camera tilts. So they really do hard snap the camera, the chase camera, to the body of the car. Huh. So like as you corner and the body of the car tilts a little bit because physics does what it does, the camera tilts with the body rather than staying level with the track. I feel like I would prefer if the camera stays level with the track so you can see the car moving a bit more dynamically, independent of the camera. Corner can't be taken at full throttle. Okay, so they're gonna force us to apply brakes so that we can turn into the corner tight enough, and then also kind of get a feel for how the physics interact with that, because oh lordy. Okay, there we go. I had to ease up on the throttle a smidgen. Interesting. Wait, I didn't get a car there. Do you have to at least get silver to unlock a car? Let's try it again. So you gotta brake, and then you gotta kind of make use of the analog accelerator, so that you can keep the corner nice and tight. Again, these rolling starts with the dynamic kind of camera going around. I mean, I gotta admit, the graphical presentation of this game looks great. Excuse me? Did this really just hit me with a try again? Okay. Again, bronze? What is the deal? Well, like the light glare off the rear windshield looks good. Alright. That should do it. No? What? Whoa, nope. Good lord. So there's definitely something to it that's not telling me. Because there's more to it than just having to brake through this braking zone. Oh. Like, I've got to hit 18.5 seconds. They tell me to brake here, but there's more to it than that. Because if I just gun it here, I'm not able to take the corner fast enough. I have to ease up on the gas there. Ah, oh, you gotta be kidding me. 0.58? See, like, they say to brake here, but you gotta manage your throttle a certain way through that entire corner. Yeah, see, this, I think, honestly, I didn't even brake. I barely broke. I barely hit the brakes on that turn. And I got a much better speed. Like, I think that seems a little, I don't know, a little deceptive. All I did was I kind of tapped the brakes and then coasted through that into the turn, and then I gunned it. And I got a faster time. So, a bit odd that they emphasize the braking part, but not any of the other aspect of taking that corner. Interesting. Okay, consecutive corners, use the full width of the track. Yeah, you start from the outside, then you cut in to the apex of the turn. Right here, and then you go straight, and then you cut in here, and then you ease out to the outer part of the thing, and that's that. Yeah. Okay. And now we have music rally mode and A1 license test. Hello, Brycer dude. Long time no see. How you been? Good to see a familiar name from the Twitch side. I thought over it for a while, decided I'd go back to multi-streaming like back when I first got started with consistent streaming. Back then, I didn't have much of an audience, so it was, you know, it was what it was. I just need to fine-tune things a bit, and I'm a lot more experienced now, so, you know, we'll see if we can get, the affiliate back on, and start bringing back some of the fun stuff that, I remember was only possible on Twitch, because, unfortunately, there's a lot of, oh lordy, that was a horrible first turn. But yeah, there's some aspects of the Twitch viewer culture that I missed, so. Okay. See, I'm not sure how I feel about the presentation of these turns. Like, the way that the chase camera is attached to the car, rather than staying parallel to the road. It just feels weird. Ugh. Like it's somehow like attached to the rear of the car on a plank. And so as the car tilts, due to the, you know, as it, what's called body roll, when the car tilts on the shocks due to physics of turning, it feels like it's like Keith Tabor said, it looks like you're driving a rolling brick. It just doesn't assist with the sense of like speed and physics, you know? It feels a bit slow. That said, they are starting us with slower cars and stuff, but overall, it does feel kind of slow and like we're driving a rolling brick. Because like you'll notice, right? Like the camera will tilt, and so then you'll see the road tilt, and it just feels strange to me. And so the reason I'm doing this here, Gran Turismo versus Forza, is I'm not very familiar with Gran Turismo. I tried playing it once, way, like decades ago. I feel like at least 15 years ago, on PS2. I think it was Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. I borrowed it from someone I knew, and I couldn't even get past the first license test part. So I'm trying to get a feel for it using this free demo, My First Gran Turismo, on my PS4, to see just how the game feels. And then I'm going to compare it to Forza Motorsport, which I have on PC. So. Hey, Rixby's. How you doing, Sapphire? And yeah, so like, PlayStation, I mean, Gran Turismo was one of those legendary franchises in terms of like, you know, racing games that are a bit more realistic than your Need for Speed and the like. So, oh god. Hello. That was an awful turn. That was terrible. Let's try that one more time. But yeah, Gran Turismo being PlayStation exclusive, since I was never really into it when I was actually playing my PS4 a lot, that's why I don't have a whole a whole lot to go on, so I'm really fresh to it. Whoa! Why was the turning continuing that much? You have it for PS2? Yeah. See, it was definitely kind of the go-to racing game on PlayStation. Now, in terms of the Forza series, I did play quite a bit of Forza Horizon 1 when that first came out on Xbox 360. But, you know, that has a completely different feel from Forza Motorsport, which is more of Forza's equivalent of Microsoft's equivalent of Gran Turismo. So, wow, they got me driving a big old van here, huh? So, yeah, I just figured it would be an interesting way to kind of reintroduce racing games to my streaming too, just to kind of see how it goes as well, because recently I have been getting a lot into racing, motorsport in general. My all-time favorite right now being rally. I love rally racing. The dynamism of it, right? The terrain and being less about being optimal like in circuit racing, but more about being able to handle all these variables that you can't control, right? And then keeping control of these crazy powerful machines. Depending on when you apply the brakes. So yeah, it's interesting. Oh, and they have me driving a big old van because this thing probably can't corner nearly as well. So I got a brake here. And then oh lordy. Yep, that's why they have me driving a van, because this thing can't brake can't corner worth a nickel. Oh lord, this thing really can't corner. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, I'm an excellent driver IRL, and I think that's part of why I got back into racing and motorsport is kind of sort of a desire in my, adult years to wanting to make it a bit more fun. And obviously, geez, I can't see anything over this van. This thing is nuts. Oh, shut up, lady. Fake looking lady. This thing is heavy. This thing can't turn. It can't turn worth a dime. Okay, I'm gonna try to brake a little later. And now... Ah! Good lord. This thing turns like a boat. Okay, I got a bronze, so that's good enough. But I do have a, yeah. I enjoy driving. I really do enjoy driving. So I think that translates into, my newfound interest in racing and motorsport. Yeah, so, ooh, the classic Torano 886, the initial D car. Nice. Alright. So now they got me driving an all-wheel drive Audi TT Quattro. Alright. Yeah, and that's the thing. I have a starter, an entry-level steering wheel and pedals set, a Logitech one, but I have it on a cheap entry-level foldable racing seat as well. But it's fun. I just only use it with VR at this point because it's not in front of a monitor, and I don't really have a big enough monitor to really make good use of it in that way. And for me, I don't like first-person view if I can't turn my head. I want to turn my neck. So that's why I only use the steering wheel and pedal setup when I'm using my HTC Vive. So I pretty much only use it with VR compatible racing simulators games. Ooh, I hear some tire squeal. Okay. Okay. Ease up off the gas a bit. There we go. So the Vive is adjustable. You can turn the hinges. You can pop the hinges out and rotate them to create some space for glasses inside the VR headset. So it's adjustable and probably the best compatible for having glasses on. But I got these lenses that are insertable for my Vive that match my prescription. So I can actually just take my glasses off and wear my VR headset and it'll work. I can see just fine. So I've eliminated the need to wear my glasses with my VR headset. Oh yeah, no, it works off the same prescriptions as your glasses. And I'm super blind. But you can adjust it so that the internal display lenses are pushed further away from your face to give room for glasses. So it is adjustable. So there's options. I mean, I remember back in the day when I got my Vive, that's why I chose the Vive instead of the Quest, because it was more glasses compatible than the Quest at the time. And I gotta admit, racing in VR is fun. It is so fun. Being able to turn my head and see around me in a more natural way, and then being able to look at like the rear view mirror, the side mirrors, it's great. I love it. Okay, and an outline to weave from the inside apex over one corner to the next. Squeeze your head. Yeah. So newer VR headsets do have a lot better peripheral. Like there's the big screen something or other that's known for its selling point is, oh lord, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know who the heck Sarah is. And the picture they picked for her just makes her look like not a real person. Ugh. Everything feels super... Good lord! Ah. Did it say that is a barrier? Alright. Come on. Ugh. This thing can't turn. Yeah, it's very generic. That was a bronze, huh? Okay, I'm gonna purposely run into that barrier just to see what it says. And also to get another feel for that turn, because I feel like I'm braking too early. Alright, so let's brake here. Alright, let's go light on the gas. Jeez. Yeah, turning just doesn't feel very good. Okay, I'm gonna hit this barrier and see what it says. Oh, it just says hit the barrier. Okay. See, okay. So here's what I'm feeling right now. Look, during this part, the car's supposed to be going about 50 to 60. Now, I'm gonna just gun it, right? I'm gunning it right now. It says I'm going 90 miles per hour right now. It feels like I'm plodding along real slow-like. You know? It feels very slow and very heavy. And then the chase cam does it no favors. National A license, races, game mode. Alright, and then the international B. Then we'll try the other game modes once we finish these licenses and have most of the cars, and get a feel for racing when you're not in a controlled environment like this. And then we will switch over to Forza Motorsport and compare the two game fields. But so far it does feel very slow and like you're turning a boat or a brick. Alright. Controlling the car was stepping on and off the accelerator. Alright. We're guys in a Mazda RX-7. A nice car for sure. Okay, with a higher performance car, that wasn't too terribly bad. That wasn't too terribly bad there. Ooh, the Land Evo 5. Okay. Alright, let's see what they got here. As soon as I can, I would like to turn off the driving line and have it on only for the corners. Excuse me. Now, I do like how they visualize the braking zone. That is interesting. I'm more used to it being... deep into the other... Okay. It's so I'm used to it being kind of merged into the cornering line. Whoa! Oh Lord! Okay, that was a little that felt a little. It was both heavy and slippery at the same time. Ugh. See, it wants to slide, but I can't counter steer. I can't turn. And the way it wants to interact with the curb. Ugh. It's just like... Okay. Alright. Oh, Lord. Nope. Interesting. So I think I just need to manage the analog accelerator a bit. Ease up off of it into the turns. Good. Nope. Okay. So off the accelerator. Accelerate, off the accelerator into the turn, and then gun it. Now brake. Off the brake into the turn. Light on the accelerator, now gun it. Brake. Ease into the turn, and now I can gun it because it's a light chicane. Okay. Alright, that was good enough for a bronze. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I just had to ease up off the accelerator for a lot of those S-turns. Okay. Also, this music threw me off a bit. I think they used some, like, copyright free, like some public domain music. Still got a cough. Ugh, lordy. Oh, so how's the weather where y'all are? Because here we've got a winter storm slated to hit tonight. However, the car's going full throttle may cause you to spin out, huh? Okay. They're making me use the analog triggers to... Whoa, yeah, it definitely wants to spin out. Okay, got a bronze. Yeah, it's... Despite the engine sounds and... I just don't know. I find it strange that they only give me one chase cam option, too, instead of a chase close and a chase far, like most other racing games. Because for some games, chase camera close ends up being more dynamic and giving a better sense of speed, and then for others, chase cam far does that. And like, for example, one example is a racing game I have on my Nintendo Switch, Grid Autosport, where while you're accelerating, the car slowly pulls further away from the camera, right? Like it gets a little smaller on screen. By allowing the car to pull away from the camera, almost like the camera is having trouble keeping up a little bit while it's accelerating, that gives you more of a sense that the car is accelerating and going fast. Then that also, when you start hitting certain speeds, the game gradually introduces some camera shake to really sell that you're really thundering down the track. Just little things like that give you a much greater sense of speed. And then, like, motion blur as well. Implementing motion blur on the environment also just can make it feel pretty fast. And, like, you don't have to apply motion blur to the track or the things that are important for you to see for driving. But, like, applying motion blur to the things that are rushing past you does give the illusion of speed better. Just little touches like that, right, can go a great way to making you feel like you're moving faster. Heck, you could even add like some speed lines that only display on the car, and that would also make you feel like you're moving faster. So, there's a lot of small little things you could do, and I do feel like one thing that a lot of developers fail to consider nowadays is fun factor. They focus a bit too much on realism where it's not needed. Like I said, having a little screen shake, just enough to make it feel like you're going fast, but not enough to visually obfuscate what you need to see in order to properly drive. I think that's like if you can find that balance, you can increase the fun of the game without having to make it less realistic in its, handling and physics and stuff like that. Like, you can have super realistic physics and then use visuals to sell a sense of speed. And then you've got the best of both worlds. Ooh, now this thing, now they've got us in something with a lot more kick. Really wants to spin out though. Like when I gun it, it wants to It wants to pull to the side. Alright. So now they're having us put everything together. Nope. Ah. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, like here, when you're in that camera mode, when they're in that like more cinematic camera mode, the environment has motion blur applied to it, and it looks like the car is going faster than when you're actually in control. All they need is to apply a little bit of those effects to this camera mode here, and you've got a stronger sense of speed just by default. So oh, yeah, this camera really makes these turns. Ah, no! Dang it. That turn, that one turn, is killing me. And like, it's impressive that they've got this game running at 60 frames per second solid. I've noticed no frame drops on PS4. A launch PS4, day one at that. Like, it's run smooth. It's running very, very smooth. And it looks good, and like, the visual concessions they had to make are very few. It's some secondary shadows that are not too important on, like, environmental objects off to the side. Right? So that, like, the game looks good, no doubt. Good lord, that turn is killing me! Because of how heavy and plodding that it feels. Like, I feel like when you're... ease into the corner, accelerate towards the outside. This one we can cut in tighter. Then you gotta brake. Alright, ease into this one, and now I can accelerate. Now I gotta brake. Cut this corner really tight. Low acceleration. Now I can further accelerate. And then here I gotta brake hard. So that I can cut this corner really tight. And then I gotta cut this corner with very little acceleration. Alright. See, that feels so slow. Okay. And so that's that. That camera just does not help. See, even that camera right there makes the car feel faster than when you're actually driving it. All it takes is a little motion blur and a little camera focus, right? Let the environment be a bit more blurry than the car, and it looks like it's going faster. Okay. So that's it for the licenses. And so now we've got the 3 extra game modes. Okay. So music rally, races, and time trials. So races are set to music. Race for the length of an entire piece of music without the time reaching 0. Mm-hmm. And they totally chose, like, public domain songs. Actually. Oh, wait, they're locked? So you gotta do them in order? The only one that seemed good was that last one. Man. Oh well, let's run it. Ooh, holy loading times, Batman. Okay. Alright, let's see if this will allow me to actually customize my settings now. Yes! Okay. Thank you. Okay. Text and HUD will flash in the middle of the screen. No thank you. Stability management. Prevent your car from spinning. Weak counter steering assistant. Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Mm-hmm. What does this do? If your car leaves the track, it'll automatically be replaced on the track. Interesting. Alright, let's go back to intermediate. We'll turn off the line. Turn off the brake indicator. We'll keep the braking area. And we'll leave it at that. Okay, I have no idea how to turn that Ko-Fi stream bot off. I'm gonna have to go mess around with that some. I'm gonna take you on the inside. Okay. Why did that feel so wobbly? Weird. And like when it's wobbly, like the way the camera wobbles with the body, right? It's like, feel that? You see that? The way it just feels weird. Interesting, the pop-ups on the right, every time you overtake a car, it shows you who you overtook. That's an interesting feature that I've not seen in any other racing games I've played. Oh, as long as I can keep two wheels on the track, I'm good. Okay. Why? When I hit the brakes, it really... So you have to be mindful of the analog controls for the brakes, too. Because if you hit the brakes too hard, then the car wants to go into lockup. Yeah. Also, the way it interacts with curbs is interesting. Like, it really wants to lose traction. Like, really hard when you're... Good night. Thank you. Oof. Temporary exposure correction. Display car names. Oh. Driver names. Uh-huh. Okay. Wait, adjust cockpit view. And... adjust chase camera... Okay. Got it. Alright, let's take a look at that. In the settings. Alright. But it's not here. Excuse. I had heard that Gran Turismo 7 had long loading times, especially on the PS4, but I didn't know it was quite like this. So how does the stream look for y'all? Is it smooth all over on Twitch? So this won't let me modify the chase camera settings. That's a little lame. Because if I was able to, like, increase certain effects, then perhaps you could add a bit more of a dynamic feel. And that would make things a bit more fun. Such a silly thing to be driving to this. They got me driving a Miata ND. So I wonder, what are these yellow indicators supposed to really mean? Because I essentially turned off the racing line because they don't have an option for just corners, unfortunately. That curb. Okay. But yeah. I'm just not sure how I feel about the feel, the presentation, and just the overall driving feel. It does feel like I'm driving a boat. Oh no. We gotta spin out. Okay. Saved it. Saved it. At least I didn't spin all the way around on that one. Holy crap. Oh, wants a slide. Excuse me. I'm curious about something. Oh, nope, you can't change that. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, like, okay, so when I'm accelerating or braking, the car doesn't really want to turn. And I think that's because of how the ABS works and the... Oh, I got a gold. How the automated brake system works and the... So, like... It is interesting because that means you have to, in order to corner, you kind of have to brake before the turn, then release the brakes in order to get any of your handling to actually turn. And then you accelerate out of the corner when you are okay with having less cornering to build back up your speed. Excuse me. It is an interesting feel overall. But it does make the cars feel kinda heavy in the corners, in particular, unless you're managing your braking and acceleration very precisely. Okay, what game is this from? It sounds so familiar. I know the name Masahiro Ando as a legend, as a very... Oh no. I'm curious what this song is from. It sounds familiar, and I like the sound. Moon over the castle. Feels like it's from, like... No, Gran Turismo's not done by Konami, though. It sounds like a Castlevania song. Or like a Virtua Fighter song or something like that, but this game's done by neither Sega nor Konami, so I really don't know what this song is from. Best song in this game, though, that's for sure. Okay, we got a little bump there. That's okay. I like this song, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, it's something I feel like I could use in a YouTube video or something. Moon over the castle. I'm looking that up. Moon over the castle by Masahiro Ando. Oh, the main theme of the Gran Turismo series. Really? Huh. It's literally just the theme of the Gran Turismo series. Interesting. Why is it called Moon Over the Castle, then? That's a bit confusing. Porsche 911 Turbo. Nice. One of my favorite cars as a kid. Okay. 3 race events. Relaxed Sunday Cup, the Sportier Clubman Cup, and the Star-Studded Gran Turismo Cup. Okay. So here you actually get to pick a car from your collection, based on classes. Don't select beginner, look for a challenge. Okay. Okay, so I get to pick one of these. 4-wheel drive, FF. Ooh, that's a classic right there. Let's see. So this one's literally 5.0s and everything. Very balanced. Very good car. None of these have anywhere close to those stats. So, and I know the Golf is a solid car. Three-lap race. So now we're getting into the more traditional game feel that the full game would feel like. If you want to see me try this in a different camera mode, feel free to let me know. If you want to see me try like the first person cockpit cam or something like that, but generally speaking with a controller, I've always preferred chase cam. I like to look at the car I'm driving, you know? Let's just go back to the standard intermediate settings. Whoop, we had a frame drop there. Whoa, we got some music, some rock going. Okay. Okay, this is more like it. Okay, this is too easy. I probably should have gone with the professional difficulty setting. But they do have me starting from all the way in the back, so we'll see. Oh god. The handbrake. I wanted to try it to see how it would feel if I use the handbrake to kind of initiate a slight bit of a slide, and holy crap. Okay, let's try something real quick. Nope, doesn't look like I can change. Oh wait, there we go. It's the settings. Okay, so if I set it to beginner, let's take a look here. Strong counter steering. So what if I try to initiate a bit of a slide? And let's see how it feels. Gotta accelerate more. And then... okay, it doesn't want to spin out as much. Ooh. Okay, so let's see what happens if I try to... okay. It's still not very ideal, obviously, but with stronger automatic counter steering, it does allow you to be a little more liberal with some stuff like that. Oh god, oh no, oh god. Okay. I'm trying this on the professional setting where there's no counter steer assist and no guides on the screen, just to see what it feels like. Huh. Interestingly enough, I think the driving feels better without those assists. Oh, except for that. Oh, lordy. Oh, get back on track. Come on. Alright. Like, it does feel like my movements, they have a lot more... it's a bit more... what do you call it? A bit more... responsive, I guess. Is the way to say that. Let's go ahead, let's bump this up to professional level. Let's see what cars we have available to us. Okay. See, now the car choice seems to matter to an extent. See, this has really good cornering. This has even better cornering. But low acceleration. This one has good braking. This one's basically the balanced car. It's a 4-wheel drive. 6 is in all stats. Why does this one have such a low max speed? Speed acceleration. The best cornering out of them all. This is just a worse version of the Roadster. Of the Miata. Let's just roll with the Audi. And obviously a dark blue. A 2-lap track. Interesting. Let's get a feel for this. And hopefully on the highest difficulty, they're actually going to put up a bit more of a challenge and make me try harder. Obviously, they're starting you from the rear. Jeez, these loading times though. Holy crap. Okay. Alright. Excuse me. Oh. For a second I was like, we Mario Kart up in here? Why does this music sound like... Wait, lyrics? What is this song? It feels to me... Oh gosh, okay. Okay, gotta be careful with how hard you brake and when. See, I'm digging the soundtrack. That's for sure. The actual songs, not the weird music rally thing. Like, that was just weird, some of the songs they picked. Come on. Okay. Fortunately, there was some green there, so it was okay to go wide. Okay, see now they're actually driving. It still feels slow. That's one thing I am gonna say. Even when I'm going over 100 miles an hour right now, and it does not feel like it. You know? Like, that's my major gripe. Everything feels slow and heavy. And like, I get it. Lordy, cars should be heavy because you're driving multi-ton machines here. So yeah, heavy is okay. But they just feel slow. I'm going over 100 miles an hour now, almost 120, okay. And it just feels slow. Now it's starting to feel a little fast because all the stuff in the environment is passing by much faster, right? But... Lord. Okay. Accelerate into the turn, cut on the inside, there we go. Like, the handling is starting to feel okay now that I'm getting used to it. Just knowing that I can't turn worth a dime while I'm braking or accelerating. So that incentivizes me to let up off the gas and coast around when I need to get the most cornering. Right? Or to go very light on the gas. So, like, I'm getting the feel for that just fine. But everything feels so slow. Also, braking while turning, sometimes the car just wants to swerve. Like it's trying to dive off the track as much as it can. Also, mind you, I'm on the highest difficulty, and these guys are driving quite slow. Like, these are definitely Sunday drivers. Like, if this was on PC, I can imagine there being some mods to, Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Come on. Okay. Like, I can imagine there being some mods to add some visual flair that would increase your sense of speed. Like, I'm going over 100. There should be some screen shake, some motion blur on the environmental elements, making them look like they're whooshing by, like they would. Like, in here, it feels faster, right? Because everything's passing by faster. But the vehicle's moving no faster than with the chase cam. So why does it feel so slow? And it has to do with how it feels like it's rigged up on metal bars to the car itself. And the lack of just visual elements. Alright, let's see what we got here. So this is definitely the strongest car out of all these. highest max speed, good acceleration, decent braking, good cornering, okay stability. That could be better on stability. Let's see. This one has better braking, but slower. This one, good braking, cornering, more stability. This one's the slowest of them all, but the acceleration and the cornering are solid. Okay. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I was talking about a lack of a sense of speed. So let's drive the fastest of these cars and see how it feels if we can get up to speed, right? I want to see what it feels like. Especially since this isn't a license, tutorial portion or whatever. We're gonna see what it feels like when we can crank up the speed. Also, why does my OBS show 2 separate capture card audio levels? That's a bit strange. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, 3 laps. Rolling start. Starting in the rear. Let's see what happens if we get up to high speeds. Oh, out of my way. Okay. Alright, we're gonna drive a little more aggressive here. Huh, okay, so that's interesting. So when I was braking, when I turned out of the brake, because of the weight shifting towards the front tires, I actually cut the corner tighter. So it is realistic in that. With that turning out of the brake, since your weight of your car shifts towards the front, which is your steering wheels, it gives you more grip on the front and more turning ability. So that's part of the trick. If you can brake a little late without overdoing it. Okay, so we're going 145. We're about to hit 150. Now we're starting to feel a little bit of speed there. Ah! Oh, God. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Yeah, and then, so I was able to corner a little harder out of the brake, and then it, eases up. So that is a very realistic interaction of the physics of weight shifting and loading the weight onto the front wheels. Alright, let's go first person and see if the sense of speed gets any better. Oh, that's a bad spin. Hi. Oh. Alright, let's get back up to speed and then switch back to first person. Actually, no, let's do it now. Alright. So it does feel faster. But still, I don't know about the feel of it. It's interesting. And you gotta be careful about flooring it when you're not going so fast. Just because your car wants to spin out a bit if you've got high power. Like that, so then you gotta apply a little counter steer to prevent spin out. Like that. Interesting. There's a lot of information on screen too at the bottom middle. Like I think it shows like you when there's some instability in your car and oh Lord! Oh no! Ow! Can I go in reverse? No. Wow, that was quite a spin out there on that turn. I was not paying attention to where I was going. Oh, I still got my turn signal on. How do I turn that off? Interesting. Yep, load up the weight on the front, and then accelerate out of the turn, apply counter steer to prevent spin out. Yeah, it just... It does feel like you're driving a boat. To an extent. Well, maybe not a boat, because boats, they go real wide. Well, then again, that felt real boat-like right there. Okay, let's go first person again and see how this feels while we're accelerating up to speed. Like, yeah, this feels a bit faster, but still not quite there in terms of a true sense of speed. It's interesting. Also, I really have to... Oh, Lord! Come on! I really gotta pick it up and pass that guy in front of me. The game wants me to finish top 5. Interesting. It doesn't feel bad. Like, it's solid, mechanically speaking, the way they designed the driving experience. It is what you would expect from something with this kind of lineage, right? It's solidly made, but it definitely feels like they aim a little bit more for realism than for fun factor. Okay. Alright, come on, there we go. Alright. Hit the brakes, load the weight, turn and accelerate. Alright, we're doing good. Also, where's the show? Okay, yeah, I'm on the final lap. Take him on the inside. There we go. Alright, we're up to 4th. There's no way we're passing them before the finish line. But, like, yeah. Again, like I said, I'm going over 100 miles per hour right now. And it feels slow. It doesn't feel like it. So... That's ultimately kind of what I feel about that. So I got 4th in that one. And then last is the time trials, which, I mean... Be for the fastest time in a allotted car, assigned car. Bronze or better. So how many laps does it want me to do? Because I may have to call it, I may call it here and just switch over to Forza, honestly. Yeah. Alright, so let's switch over to Forza Motorsport. Also, what's going on with my YouTube stream? Like, why is it not allowing... Oh, that's why. Grr. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Alright, so let's power that off. And swap over. Now we're going to play a little Forza and compare the overall game feel. Now, one thing I am going to say is it's not going to look as good because I have to run it on lower graphics settings, especially while I'm streaming. So we'll see how it looks.